Well, stepping outside here just shortly before noon, we are at 85 degrees in Memphis, feeling like 94 with the dew point at 76. You may think we're on our way to another extremely hot and humid day, but it does not seem like that is going to be the case. In fact, temperatures may not rise by more than another 5 degrees or so throughout the rest of this morning and, of course, into this afternoon, as all of us are in mostly the lower to mid 80s. Tunica and Clarksdale a little bit warmer in the upper 80s. But this is a map here of temperatures that have really only changed by about maybe 2 or 3 degrees so far since sunrise. We woke up at 83 in Memphis, have only risen 2 degrees over the last 5 to 6 hours, with the heat index much lower, but still feeling uncomfortable. And in a few spots, such as in Corinth and then Tunica and Clarksdale, we are feeling like the triple digits, but I don't think we are going to get much higher than that, especially considering that rate of warming here that has been stifled by a lot of cloud cover, a little bit of rain, and a pretty solid amount of winds out of the north and east. A little bit variable at the moment, but generally here after the passage of last night's cold front, we are seeing all of these factors help to keep us in at least a more seasonal range for our Wednesday. Wind speeds elsewhere, aside from Memphis, not looking much stronger, but it is going to be enough even in that single-digit range to cool us down. Now, there are going to be a few of us that are still feeling a little bit hotter than the rest of the area, mainly within the Delta regions here and extending about as far east as Panola County. We do have a heat advisory in effect until 8 p.m. tonight. This is not going to be for as intense of a heat index as what we had seen for Monday and Tuesday with those heat warnings, but we still think around 105 or so, if not maybe just a little bit higher, could be the feeling that we achieve by around 3 to 4 p.m. in most spots. But it is going to again be expiring here tonight, and then the next couple of days afterwards, I think we are fully getting rid of that heat and humidity as the cooler air continues to filter in. We end up pushing away any sort of rain as well, of which we haven't seen too much here throughout the morning so far. A few cells that have managed to strengthen into giving us some heavier downpours, but really no sorts of thunder or thunder or lightning that has been seen throughout the region. That lightning strike counter applying to some of those cells that are out further to the west and just to the south here of Panola County. Everything within our region right now is looking to be just a very small sort of concentrated area of some lighter to medium downpours. So overall, partly cloudy for today, as we are eventually going to, by around sunset, clear out those skies further. But around 3 to 4 p.m., I think we may end up seeing within some of those warmer spots by the Delta a chance for a little bit of some sunshine and then in turn some relatively higher instability to maybe give us a storm or two, but generally speaking, those chances looking pretty low. And then I think the next best chance of rain won't really arrive until we head towards our Friday night into early Saturday morning. That's after a dry night tonight. Partly cloudy, if not mostly clear skies, with lows definitely back down in the 70s here in Memphis. We've had our third consecutive morning so far today where we were in the 80s waking up, but definitely going to be cooler, and that will apply for pretty much everywhere else in the region as well. All of us here that are a little bit hotter, such as down in the Delta here today, will be feeling more in line with what Memphis and the metro area experiences for Thursday at around 93 or so. And you can see temperatures not getting any higher than that. We're going to be cooling down a little further heading into the weekend, as rain chances also do not look to be really any higher than what we see today, around 30%. So we may have a weekend ahead here as we head into the first couple of days of August, where we don't really end up seeing that high of temperatures or humidity levels, and rain doesn't appear to be too much of an issue for the forecast that day. I think really Saturday morning is going to be the only likely time frame we have some downpours across the area for the weekend, and then even into next week, it looks like that pattern continues. So a bit more stability, a bit more comfortability in the forecast heading towards next month.